Welcome back to my series giving the top 5 best offseason moves from each NFL team. In this one, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. At 5 for the Steelers, I have cornerback Dante Jackson. Jackson had personal best coverage grades and defensive grades last season. He's a decent ball hawk and a pretty willing tackler, and I think he's a good depth piece to add into this Pittsburgh secondary. At 4, I have quarterback Justin Fields. I think this was a good trade for the Steelers because you get a guy who's been semi-successful in the league so far at a very low price. While I have many doubts about his decision making and his passing in general, he's a great athlete, and I think he could still produce on a Steelers team if Russell Wilson happened to go down or not play well. He's going to be due for a contract, though, so if he doesn't end up playing, he could be on another team next year. At 3, I have Troy Fautanu. Steelers had to go O-line going into this draft, and they did just that. Fatanu's a great guard who can also move to tackle if need be, and the Steelers have to do whatever they can to get Najee Harris more holes to run through and protect whoever's at quarterback, whether it's Wilson or Fields. At 2, I have Russell Wilson. Even though he gets a lot of hate, Russell Wilson had a pretty good year last year. He finished top 10 in touchdowns with 26, and he only had 8 picks. He's an experienced quarterback who doesn't make a ton of mistakes, and I think in a good system, he should be pretty successful. The Steelers are one of the better teams he could possibly go to, and I think he'll have a lot of success there. But at 1, I have Patrick Queen. Queen is an absolute stud at linebacker, and that's something that the Steelers have really needed over the past few years. He played almost every snap last year for the Ravens, and he's only 25 years old. He has a ton of upside for the Steelers, and he's coming from a division rival in the Ravens. I think he's going to have a ton of success. Overall, I really like the Steelers offseason. I like getting both the quarterbacks that they did, and now they have options based on what they say in camp and early on in the season. And they got a difference maker in a guy like Queen. I'm interested to see what the Steelers are going to do next year. Comment what team I should do next.